Hello and welcome to another installment of Slammin Synapses right here on Facebook and YouTube. First of all, I want to thank you guys out there for watching each and every one of my installments. For those of you who haven't, feel free to check out the archives for my material. A lot of good information in there. If you are viewing me through YouTube directly, on the desktop version of it that is, you'll see a subscribe button, I think somewhere around here. Click on that, be up to date. Otherwise, if you're viewing me through a phone or what have you, there's a subscribe button someplace in there. It's easy to find. Click on that, keep up to date with me as well. I do want to thank also you guys that have checked me out through pwinsiderextra.com. They are a bunch of good guys there. Dave Shearer, Mike Johnson, Stuart Carapola, Richard Triunfo, Mike Epsenhart. Who did I leave? Did I leave anyone out? Les Thatcher appears on the site from time to time. A lot of great guys there. Check out the site pwinsider.com, or they have a paid site pwinsiderelite.com. Lots of great audio, lots of great content, lots of great videos. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. Check it out. Gonna have a couple of topics here. My thing about that I mentioned at the end of last show, Terry Taylor, we're gonna go over that the next show, I believe. But today we're going to go over two topics, and here we go. Wrestlemania is going to be coming up in 2012, and it's going to be supposedly headlined by John Cena versus The Rock. Now, it's a very interesting two sides of the coin here. On one side you have John Cena, and on the other side you have The Rock. A couple of sayings that you've probably heard throughout the years are "Die, Rocky, die," or "Cena sucks." The reason why I say that there are two sides of the same coin, and I might have said that already, but to me there are two sides of the same coin in the way that each of them have been booked, each one of them have been promoted, and how each one of them have taken their careers and made a lot out of it. On the one hand, you have The Rock, who started off as like a babyface, dressed up in this funky little "I'm a car wash" type outfit. I mean, it was his tribal gear, so not knocking it for 1 second. But he was this nice little baby face that everyone loved, and he was like, oh. But then during the course of that, he heard the chants. They kind of factored it in with storylines like, all I hear is "Die, Rocky, die." So then he changed his attitude, he changed the way he was, and he went from being the Rocky Maivia to the man who goes, "And The Rock knows that I lay in the smacker down on all you whatevers." And he took off. I mean, he experienced success that was not seen before in wrestling. I mean, you had Hogan, you had Ric Flair, you had a lot of other people, but Rock brought it to a whole new level. And he was able to parlay that into things like The Mummy, The Scorpion King, Fast and Furious, not to mention things like The Tooth Fairy and things of that nature. But he managed to take what he did in wrestling and parlay it into a lot bigger things. And as time went on, people liked him more and more because he was more on that edge instead of this milk drinking babyface type thing. Then on the other side of the coin, we have John Cena. John Cena, who started off as Ruthless Aggression John Cena. And he was rough, he was tough, he did the hip-hop stuff with the rap, he was on edge, and people loved him. People were going crazy about him. And over time, he kind of took the opposite route. To where he started off as this rugged, hardcore, hard-nosed individual to a man who became a corporate image. To me, I think John Cena is definitely a corporate person. Not to say anything's wrong with that, but usually when you're corporate, that causes issues because you're trying to walk that line between, okay, do I want to satisfy my fans, or do I want to maintain this image that really wasn't booked as such? Like I said, he went from being this hardcore, hard-nosed person to, okay, I'm going to do these goofy little skits with segments that are definitely over-scripted. Things that took him from where everyone liked him to a point where, yeah, the girls like the body. The kids love that. Oh, I'm John Cena, C Nation. Oh, can't see me. Can't see me. Rock would say, can't see me. And he took the other route. I mean, John Cena's not that cutting edge person anymore. I mean, he approaches that from time to time nowadays, but nowadays he's that Rocky Maivia type character, that Die Rocky Die character. I was a big fan of John Cena. Still am, kind of, sort of. But to me, when he started becoming more and more corporate, that's when I found I didn't really pay much attention to him anymore. To the point where, okay, you're the heavyweight champion, but do I really want to watch you? I mean, when he was defeated by people like Edge, when he was defeated him, like The Miz, for instance. No, correction, Miz beat Randy Orton. Never mind. In any case, he just got to a point to where the way I was as a fan isn't the way I am now. Like I said, I still like John Cena a little bit, and I hope that he gets back to the ruthless aggression aspect. But to me, I am not going to jump through hoops just because John Cena is on my tube. Now, I find that as time goes on, I've liked people like The Miz. Miz is a definite asset to the company. I've liked people like Edge. I've liked... Let's see, who else? Like Kofi Kingston. Kind of like Randy Orton a bit, but they're kind of going down a path there that might cover another one. But it's like, yeah, I'm not the type that would just jump through hoops to watch a John Cena match. Because of the way he's been booked, the way it's been handled, and it's like, when he goes back to that ruthless aggression thing, then I might pay more attention, but to me, there's nothing about John Cena that makes me, like, want to watch a John Cena match. And I know I may be out of the ordinary, I know I may be completely different, but he just doesn't do it for me. He just doesn't do it for me. Whereas The Rock, I'm like, yeah, this is The Rock, the People's Champion. I'm like, wow, he's on my show, he's on my tube, he's on my screen. It's like I gotta stay focused on The Rock match, where it's like, wow, this is awesome. So, two sides of the same coin. WrestleMania 2012, John Cena versus The Rock, probably headlining the card, probably for the World Heavyweight Championship, but we'll know when the time comes. And speaking of The Rock, this brings me to a segue here. This is an event, and from time to time I will push events on here that get brought my way, so this isn't all going to be a me commentary type thing. If you do have anything that you want me to push or anything you want me to talk about, just drop me a comment, drop me an email, and be more than happy to do so. There is a history of WrestleMania thing that I've done in the past. Be on like part 3 or part 4 next time around. Had to stop that series because time and scheduling just wasn't permitting me to do so, but I will pick that up later. I can't make promises that much anymore because a lot of crazy things, but keep tuned, stay tuned, and I promise you that you won't be disappointed. So we're gonna go back to where I was gonna go initially. And speaking of The Rock, and this is a great segue, like I said, there is a show coming up sometime in October, sometime in Philadelphia, a great federation, from what I've seen from fragments of it, called WXW C4. That's World Extreme Wrestling C4. It's a group that is run by Samu. A lot of the Samoan heritage is there. Thought I saw something, sorry. A lot of great heritage is there. Samu is going to be running a show, 10 years in the making, and it is the Yokozuna Memorial. I'm going to go by my notes here a little bit. It's 10 years in the making, gone but not forgotten. It's going to be a show dedicated to the memory of Yokozuna, Roddy Hanoi. this year would have been his 45th birthday. And if you know Samoans like I know Samoans, they're a rich in family tradition. They really stick tight. They really are a close-knit family. If you're part of it, you're part of it. You're in. You're stuck. Nobody's getting out. And I like that about that heritage, because it shows like a solidarity, shows a movement that you don't see that much. But I definitely appreciate that, and I definitely enjoy it. But like I said, they're going to be running a show, and looks like it's going to be October. They're trying to find a venue in Philadelphia to show it, to have it at. But it's definitely going to be worth checking out. I myself won't be there, but I will be looking for a possible DVD of the show later on. But it looks to be a very good event for a very good cause, for a very great wrestler. Those of you who may have seen it like his last years of Yokozuna, the comedy, whatever, it's like you really haven't seen Yokozuna. I mean, back when in his earlier days in WWF as the World Heavyweight Champion, to his days from his days of Coquina Maximus back in the AWA, he was definitely a force to be reckoned with. Definitely a force to be reckoned with. And that's what this show is going to be about. It's going to be, like I said, in October, in somewhere, like I said, in Philadelphia. You'd want to check it out if you're in the Philly area, or if you plan on going to the Philly area. When I find out more information, I would definitely convey that to you here. Check out their website for more information, www.wxwc4.com. So, without any further ado, we're going to wrap this show up tonight. If you have any comments, drop me a line, either through YouTube here at the comments section, if you're viewing me through the site. If you're viewing me through Facebook, click on the comment section, or if you like it, click on the thumbs up. I'd be more appreciative with that. Or drop me an email, agurrier@yahoo.com. I read everything that comes my way, and from time to time I share it on my show here. I'm running out of breath here. So excited about The Rock, so excited about Wrestlemania, so excited about the Yokozuna Memorial Show coming up. What can I say? For Slammin Synapses, this is Albert Guerrier saying so long from ringside. Have a good day. Love you. Peace. Out of here. So long, everybody.